Once again, the term disaster has become synonymous with Manchester United. Not long after elevating their fans to the heights of ecstasy, team from the theater of dreams plunged their supporters into a nightmare. Single away game revealed numerous issues under Erik Ten Hag's leadership. United's bitter defeat to Brighton in the second round of the Premier League has left fans deeply concerned about the current state of the team. Though it was just one match early in the season, this loss raises several questions about the stability and strategy of manager Erik Ten Hag, as well as the players' capabilities. Brighton's victory has once again proven them to be the bane of Man United, having won 5 of their last 6 Premier League encounters. More worrying, however, was the manner in which the Red Devils lost. Once again, individual errors and a lack of focus in the closing minutes cost them dearly. This defeat not only raises concerns about the future of the season, but also signals a deeper crisis within the team. It is noteworthy that even an Erik Ten Hag could not hide his disappointment after the match. His comments highlighted not just tactical deficiencies, also made it clear that despite improvements, Man United is still far from achieving the stability needed to compete in this fierce arena. Manchester United entered the match against Brighton at the Amex Stadium with high expectations of continuing their positive start to the new season. However, what transpired over 90 minutes turned all those expectations into profound disappointment. From the outset, the Red Devils displayed a lack of organization and clumsiness in deploying their gameplay. In contrast, Brighton was confident and ready to exploit any weaknesses in the visiting team. The opening goal came in the 32nd minute following a mistake by Harry Maguire. The English centre-back failed to intercept a pass, allowing Kaoru Mitoma to break down the left flank and deliver a perfect cross. Danny Welbeck, a former Man United player, did not miss the opportunity to punish his old club by scoring close range to put his team ahead. This goal not only put Brighton in the lead, but also shattered the little confidence United had built up from the start of the match. After conceding, the visitors appeared confused about how to respond. Their lack of effectiveness in finishing and coordination rendered their efforts futile. Marcus Rashford and Amad Diallo, the hopes of the attack, had a lackluster day, unable to make the necessary impact. Notably, Rashford continued to disappoint, unable to get past Brighton's defenders or deliver any dangerous shots. The second half began with adjustments from Erik Ten Hag, who brought on Rasmus Højlund to replace Mason Mount. This change somewhat improved United's attacking capability, and they managed to equalize in the 60th minute. Amad Diallo, after receiving the ball from Luke Shaw, skillfully eliminated a Brighton defender before his shot deflected off another player and went into the net, bringing United level. However, the joy was short-lived. Just 12 minutes later, they thought they had a second goal when Bruno Fernandes passed to Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho's shot hit the crossbar and went in. The celebration was quickly cut short by the referee's decision, as the newcomer from Argentina was offside. This controversial moment underscored not only the lack of luck, but also United's poor utilization of chances in this match. The climax of the disaster came in the 5th minute of stoppage time in the second half when Brighton launched a final attack. From a cross by Pervis Estupiñán, João Pedro easily headed home close range, sealing a 2-1 victory for the home team. This goal not only left United empty-handed, but also once again highlighted their weakness in defending results in the final moments. A persistent issue they have yet to overcome. Manchester United approached the game against Brighton with a 4-2-4 tactical setup. However, instead of providing flexibility and a strong attack as expected, this system exposed several critical weaknesses, particularly the absence of a genuine striker to ensure scoring efficiency. In this 4-2-4 formation, Ten Hag used Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes in false 10 roles, an adjustment meant to enhance pressing and ball control. However, neither Mount nor Fernandes are players who can effectively operate in the box, leading to United's lack of sharpness near the opponent's goal. One of the biggest problems with this tactic was the disconnect between the midfield and the attack. Amad Diallo and Marcus Rashford, playing on the wings, were unable to coordinate effectively with their central teammates, making United's play disjointed and predictable. Particularly, Rashford, one of the team's key players, seemed to lack confidence and was unable to make the decisive plays he had in previous season. This not only affected the team's offensive capabilities, but also reduced the necessary pressure on the opposing defense. Additionally, psychological issues played a significant part in this defeat. After conceding the first goal from Danny Welbeck, Man United appeared demoralized and played below their potential. Defensive mistakes, such as clumsy handling by Harry Maguire and the inability to prevent João Pedro from scoring in stoppage time, were signs of a team facing serious mental challenges. The unstable mentality of the United players was most evident in the final minutes of the game. Instead of maintaining composure and protecting the result, they allowed Brighton too much space to attack, ultimately conceding the decisive goal. This wasn't the first time this season, nor in the past 2 years, that Man United had lost in the closing moments, highlighting their weakness in maintaining focus and competitive spirit. In conclusion, a combination of ineffective tactics and poor mental performance resulted in a disastrous match for Manchester United. Ten Hag's 4-2-4 system failed to work against a disciplined and determined Brighton, while the unstable psyche of the players in critical situations cost the team dearly. The loss to Brighton was not just a simple defeat. It had severe consequences for Manchester United in terms of both league standings and team morale. The team, once an icon of strength and resilience, has now become the focal point of criticism. Players seem to have lost confidence, evident in how they reacted after conceding. Club, once famous for its Fergie time, is now being punished by the very concept. More worryingly, this is not the first time United has suffered painful late-game losses. According to statistics, this was the 6th time in the past 2 years that the Red Devils had lost due to goals scored in stoppage time. This raises significant questions about the team's ability to control games and maintain focus during critical moments. Manager Erik has tried to introduce solutions. They seem insufficient to fill the growing gaps in the lineup. Long-standing issues, from an uncertain defense to an unstable attacking play, remain unresolved.